If you've been grinding hard in Mobile Legends but still feel no progress, it's probably because of some lane mistakes you might not even realize you're making. These small but important errors can quietly hold you back from climbing higher, even if you think you're doing everything right. So in this video, I want to talk about 7 common lane mistakes that a lot of players fall into. By understanding and fixing these, you'll not only improve your gameplay, but also see steady rank progress. Number 1. Losing the first wave for no reason. Something many players overlook, but it's one of the most critical parts of laning. The first wave sets the tone for everything that follows. If you show up late or miss last hits early on, you're essentially giving away free gold and experience to your opponent. That might seem small at first, but in Mobile Legends, even a slight advantage early can snowball quickly. When the enemy reaches level 2 before you, well, they get an immediate power spike, meaning they can start harassing you aggressively, zoning you from the minion wave, or even going for kills. This puts you on the defensive right from the start, forcing you to play cautiously, which slows down your farming and overall growth. To avoid this, make it a habit to arrive on the lane early and focus hard on last hitting the minions. It might sound basic, but perfecting this small habit can keep you ahead in XP and gold, and stop your opponent from gaining an early advantage. Trust me, consistently winning that first wave often translates to winning the lane. Number 2. Giving up lane pressure too easily. Another trap that holds many players back. Pressure in the lane means you're dictating how the lane plays out, forcing your opponent to respond to your moves. But a lot of players back off or play way too safe as soon as they see the enemy coming near, even when they actually have the upper hand. This kind of timid play hands over control of the lane to your opponent. When you lose lane pressure, you lose your chance to zone your enemy, reduce their farm, and control the lane's rhythm. And once you give up that pressure, your enemy starts playing more confidently, taking more risks, and slowly forcing you out of the lane. So next time, before you decide to back off, pause and ask yourself if you're really in danger or if you're just scared of the enemy's presence. Sometimes it's just a mental block that makes you retreat when you could actually trade better, or even force the enemy to recall. Knowing when you're stronger, like right after you get your level 4 skill or an item spike, is key. Be confident and punish your opponent when you have the advantage instead of giving it away for free. Number 3. Ignoring the minimap and missing rotations is one of the most costly mistakes you can make in Mobile Legends, yet it's so common. It's easy to get tunnel vision, focusing only on last hitting and fighting your lane opponent, but the game is much bigger than your lane. What happens in one lane affects all others.
I never miss. The way of doom.
For example, if the enemy jungler or mid laner is missing and you don't notice it on the minimap, they could be roaming to other lanes for ganks or objectives. When you ignore the minimap, your team loses valuable information that could save them from being caught or help them set up plays. This lack of awareness can cause you to lose fights, lose objectives like turtles, and ultimately lose the game. To improve, train yourself to glance at the minimap every few seconds. It doesn't have to be constant, but it should be frequent enough that you're always aware of enemy movements. That simple habit helps you react faster to roams, avoid ganks, and coordinate with your team better. Also, when you see your lane opponent missing on the map, immediately warn your teammates. This kind of map awareness is what separates good players from great ones. Number 4. Overextending without vision. When you're ahead in lane, it feels great to push hard and try to deny the enemy farm or take their turret, but pushing too far without vision or knowledge of the enemy's position is extremely risky. Overextending means you're far from your turret and possibly isolated, making you an easy target for the enemy jungler or roaming heroes. If you don't check in the nearby bushes or other ways to see the enemy, you're basically walking into a trap. Dying alone in lane because you push too far doesn't just set you back, it resets your lane pressure, gives the enemy a big gold and experience boost, and wastes your momentum. To avoid this, always consider where the enemy might be before pushing. If their mid or jungler is missing from the map, play safe and don't push past your vision. Stay closer to your turret where it's safer. Only push aggressively when you have proper vision, or your team can quickly respond to a gank. Playing smart like this lets you keep pressure without risking unnecessary deaths. Number 5. Failing to freeze the lane when you're behind is a mistake that many players don't understand fully. When you fall behind in lane, your first instinct might be to push the wave out as fast as possible, hoping to catch up or get back into the game. But pushing while behind usually just makes things worse because it exposes you to ganks and gives the enemy more freedom to roam or invade your jungle. Instead, freezing the lane near your turret is one of the smartest plays you can make when you're behind. Freezing means you keep the minion wave just outside your turret range so the enemy can't safely farm or poke you without risk. This denies the enemy easy kills and safe farm, while also allowing you to last hit under turret and stay safe. It buys you time to recover and wait for your team to assist you, while minimizing how much you fall behind. Freezing also frustrates your opponent because they can't force you out or snowball easily. So when you're behind, fight the urge to push and instead focus on controlling the wave. This small adjustment can change the course of your laning phase. Number 6. Not trading properly in the early game. One of the biggest skill gaps between average and good players. Trading isn't just randomly hitting your opponent whenever you can. It's about timing, positioning, and maximizing your damage while minimizing what you take in return. Good trades usually happen when you've used your skills effectively or when the enemy's key abilities are on cooldown. You want to trade when you have minion wave advantage because minions add extra damage and protection. Poor trading, like attacking at the wrong time or overextending, will quickly drain your health and force you to recall early, which means losing precious gold and experience. So focus on learning your hero's trade windows and cooldowns. Watch the enemy's animations to know when their abilities are down, and always fight where your minions can support you. Smart trading keeps you healthy, denies the enemy farm, and gradually wins the lane. Number 7. Tunnel visioning on 1v1 fights instead of macro plays. A mental block many players fall into. Sometimes you get so focused on beating your lane opponent that you forget Mobile Legends is a team game. Winning your lane is just one piece of the puzzle. If you don't use your lead to help your team with objectives like turtles, towers, or vision control, you're wasting the opportunity. After you clear waves or win a fight, your next move should be to think bigger. Can you rotate mid to help your teammates? Can you secure the turtle or help take a tower? Can you ward the enemy jungle or invade? Those macro decisions are what turn individual lane wins into actual game wins. So break the habit of tunnel visioning on just your lane. Expand your focus to the entire map and your team's objectives. This mindset shift will separate good laners from true game changers. Those are the 7 lane mistakes that might be quietly holding you back from ranking up in Mobile Legends. The good news is now you're aware of them, and even fixing 1 or 2 can lead to huge improvements. Small changes in your habits build up over time, helping you win more lanes, make smarter plays, and climb steadily in rank. If you found this helpful, drop a like, share it with your squad, and let me know in the comments if there's any lane mistake you want to add or if you want tips on specific lanes. Keep practicing, stay patient, and I believe you'll get better every day. See you in the next video.
Just enjoy your to perfection. Let's make this quick. I hate lengthy pieces.